Kaboom! We're back with another devlog. What a way to start a video. Here's what the game looked like 2 weeks ago, and we made huge strides since then. Also, I've upgraded to Unreal Engine 5.
Upgrades.
So far, I can't tell any major differences besides minor annoyances. What? Where's the build button? What is this? Full circle, empty circle, float, double precision? That's good, right?
I have no idea.
Ah, fixed. But that's what change feels like.
He's right, you know.
The first thing I wanted to fix since the last video was the overexposure. The background was totally white and it was horrible. Interestingly, this was fixed by turning up the sun's brightness and then turning down the exposure. It's looking much better already. I made a huge amount of minor changes that improve the visuals of the game overall, in addition to the lighting. I added a background ring that I might get rid of later, little notches on corners of the walls, an outline to the numbers displayed in the game, some clarity on where to place transformers and wires, a button that lets you swap between variations of an object, and I updated the UI trying to make it feel more like card game cards, but I think it looks pretty bad, and I'll come back to it again later. I also added a bunch of content to spice up the game, and it's always fun to do. This includes planters, railings, graffiti, arcing, and fences, advertisements. I used the musician Macro Blank's album covers for the images on the advertisements. Music is linked below the like button. A box for overhanging restaurants, and awnings. With my brother's help, I took another crack at the UI and went for a simple black and almost white aesthetic and wonky angled buttons that kind of resemble a ShantyTown itself. After applying this look to the majority of the UI, things are starting to look pretty good. Now I just need to add new icons and we're good to go. Now let's talk about progression. Progression is something that almost every game has nowadays, and something many publishers pointed out as missing, so I took some time to add it in. And it's a bit of a difficult subject to approach, as there's so many different kinds of progression systems out there, and most won't fit a game like this. Progress in gaming is also often gatekept by money-hungry millionaire business executives who implement immoral psychological tricks to get players to pay their way through the game. This is something I absolutely want to avoid. So first, I took a look at Kainga to see what I did right and wrong. Overall, I think Kainga has a great progression system. As a player, you're able to choose from a list of quests what playable thinker or map you want to unlock next. By playing the game, you also earn a metacurrency called Karma that allows you to purchase new items from a shop, adding to the pool of possible technologies that will appear in future games. The latter method was a system I got from a roguelike called Enter the Gungeon, and it works well for that game and Kainga, but I don't like that the choice is near random. I added an end screen where you can earn points, and at certain thresholds you earn a star. This is a new metacurrency that you can do your unlocking with. I may change it to something else later. You can then spend those stars on missing items on new maps. Once you have all the items on a map, it's unlocked for you to play. I really like this system because it allows the player to be the one to choose what kind of city blocks they want to build in the future. Do you want to focus on shopping areas, office districts, or industrial lots? It's all up to you. Additionally, this actively solves a problem that Kainga has, which is the sheer number of possible technologies in each game is really high. With focused maps that have only a handful of objects, the look and feel of each block can be much better crafted and more uniform. And while I was on a UI roll, I created a save load system, which kind of almost works pretty okay. This brings a whole bunch of new questions, like what if you save right before you won? Can you load and win again? I'll figure that out later. It's been about 3 weeks since the last devlog, and I feel like the game is feeling really nice right now. I know I say that every devlog, but this time I really mean it. I also launched an initial Steam page, and I'll put the link in the description, so please go over there and wishlist it, because that really does help out with visibility. Also, if you want to try the prototype, that link is in the description too. I think that's it for now. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.